Dive into the labyrinth of Paul's mind, masterfully embodied by the iconic Nicolas Cage, as his tranquil existence is catapulted into a kaleidoscope of dreams that blur the lines of reality. From the sidelines to the spotlight, follow Paul's descent from anonymity to infamy, a journey fraught with the spectral chains of fame. Dream Scenario peels back the veneer of celebrity, exposing a world rife with conflict and counterfeit smiles. As Paul confronts the life he never desired, one question haunts every step. What is the price of a dream turned nightmare? Hold tight as I tell a story that is as much a mystery to Paul as it is to us. Let's dive in. At the outset of the movie, we find ourselves in the company of Paul, alongside his daughter Sophie. This scene unfolds with them leisurely lounging by the pool when suddenly, a cascade of unexpected events disrupts their tranquil moment. Objects come crashing down from above, shattering the glass table beside them. Despite the chaos, Paul remains strangely inert, merely observing as a shoe plummets into the water, followed by an unexpected guest taking an impromptu dive. As the peculiar occurrences escalate, Sophie inexplicably finds herself suspended in midair, desperately pleading for her father's assistance to no avail. This sequence culminates with Sophie waking from what turns out to be a vivid dream, recounting the bizarre events to her mother, Janet, leaving Paul feeling rather sheepish about his nonchalant response. Amidst the family dynamics, we catch a glimpse of Sophie's elder sister, Hannah, adding further layers to the narrative. Paul, grappling with the aftermath of the dream, prepares to reunite with an old acquaintance while Janet advises him to document his experiences. Before their meeting, Paul makes a stop at the college where he teaches evolutionary biology, a subject close to his heart. During his lecture, Paul notices the disinterest of his students, signaling a disconnect that extends beyond the classroom. Afterward, he heads to a restaurant to meet his friend, only to be confronted by the manager, who claims familiarity despite their lack of acquaintance. Unknown to Paul, his friend Sheila arrives, reigniting past grievances as it becomes apparent that she has appropriated his research on ant behavior without crediting him. Frustrated by the betrayal, Paul deletes his recordings, leaving Janet puzzled as she observes him from afar. Their evening takes an unexpected turn when they attend a play, encountering Paul's ex-girlfriend, Claire. Afterward, Claire reveals her recurring dreams involving Paul and seeks his guidance, sparking tension between Paul and Janet. Despite Janet's apprehensions, Paul agrees to meet Claire the following day. Their meeting showcases Claire's surprising profession as a publisher, offering Paul an opportunity to explore the depths of his dreams through writing. Though Janet's jealousy simmers beneath the surface, Paul's resolve remains unshaken as he embarks on a new chapter, leaving behind the whispers of his demise circulating among his students. In the midst of the unfolding mystery, Paul finds himself grappling with an eerie twist in his dreams. He encounters Jean, seeking answers, only to discover that Jean hadn't shared his dream experience. Puzzled, Paul returns home to join his family for dinner, only to be interrupted by a call from his friend Richard. Richard's unsettling revelation sends chills down Paul's spine. It seems that Paul's presence has transcended the boundaries of reality and entered the realm of dreams. As Richard recounts a dinner conversation where his wife dreamt of Paul and another friend's wife claimed the same, Paul's disbelief turns to shock and confusion. Messages flood Paul's inbox, echoing the same surreal theme. People across the country are dreaming of him. Surrounding the growing sensation, Paul struggles to comprehend the phenomenon, offering his own perspective on the inexplicable connection. Back at the college, Paul is met with an unexpected outpouring of dreams from his students, each recounting their encounters with him. Yet, in every dream, Paul remains a passive observer, a curious fixture in their subconscious. The phenomenon extends beyond the classroom, as Sophie, Hannah, and even Janet are drawn to Paul in their dreams. Meanwhile, Chris, Janet's senior, enlists her in a significant project, a testament to Paul's indirect influence. As night falls, Janet shares the exciting news with Paul, their happiness tinged with an undercurrent of unease. Their newfound joy is shattered when an intruder breaches their home, wielding a knife and threatening Paul's life. Despite the assailant's intentions, Paul escapes unhurt as the police swiftly intervene, leading to the intruder's arrest. The incident prompts the police to urge Paul to relocate and fortify his security measures. Reluctant to abandon his home, Paul grapples with the unsettling reality surrounding his life. Seeking solace and advice, he confides in Jean, who stands as a beacon of support amidst the chaos engulfing his world. Jean finds himself at a loss for words, unable to offer Paul any guidance amidst the bewildering situation. However, an intriguing pattern emerges. Paul appears in the dreams of those connected to social media, like Cheen, hinting at a peculiar correlation between Paul's visibility and online presence. Paul's curiosity is piqued when he learns of a man named Trent who seeks a business partnership. Intrigued, Paul visits Trent's office, where he encounters Molly, another dreamer who had envisioned Paul. Despite Paul's reluctance for fame, Trent pitches a marketing scheme involving Sprite, insinuating that Paul's academic achievements pale in comparison to commercial endorsements. Reluctantly agreeing to drinks with Molly, Paul finds himself in an uncomfortable situation as she reveals intimate details of her dream involving him. Uneasy with the attention, Paul retreats home, only to discover Sheila has plagiarized his research, sending him spiraling into frustration and despair. In a dramatic turn, Paul's passive presence in dreams morphs into a harmful force, tormenting his students with nightmares. Concerned for Paul's well-being, Jean urges him to take a leave of absence, recognizing the toll the situation has taken on his friend's mental state. Paul's anguish deepens as he grapples with the repercussions of his newfound infamy. Even his closest relationships strain under the weight of public scrutiny, with Sophie and Hannah distancing themselves and Chris withdrawing Janet from their collaborative project. As Paul's image is distorted online, likening him to the horror character Freddy Krueger, the once positive perception of him crumbles. The viral clip of Paul's outburst further fuels public disdain, cementing his transformation from a respected academic to a reviled figure. In a cruel twist, Paul becomes a pariah in his own life, outcast by those who once admired him, all because of his unwelcome intrusion into their dreams. As the nightmare goes on, Paul grapples with a realization that fame, in this case, comes at a devastating cost. Paul's life reaches its lowest point as he faces hostility even in the simplest of daily activities, like enjoying a cup of coffee during dinner. This situation escalates to violence when a man assaults him for refusing to leave a gathering. Janet intervenes, escorting Paul home, but the nightmare continues into the night as Paul dreams of being hunted by a sinister version of himself, symbolizing the internal turmoil he grapples with. The turmoil spills into Sophie's life as well, as her drama teacher bars her from participating in a play, citing parental concerns about Paul's perceived threat to their children. Despite his reluctance, Paul is powerless against the teacher's decision, witnessing the once positive perception of his fame deteriorate into a sea of negativity. In a desperate attempt to reconcile with his fractured reality, Paul takes to the internet, confessing his own inner turmoil and acknowledging the pain he has caused others. Yet, even this gesture backfires as Janet, Sophie, and Hannah interpret his words as deceit, leading to Paul's expulsion from his own home. With nowhere else to turn, Paul seeks refuge at a friend's house, finding solace in the anonymity of the basement. The weight of his mental instability bears down heavily on him as he struggles to find a semblance of peace. The following day, Paul's desperation drives him to Sophie's school, hoping to reclaim some semblance of normality. However, his presence only incites further suspicion when a misunderstanding with the drama teacher leads to accusations of sabotage. Caught in the uproar of his unraveling life, Paul grapples with the betrayal of those closest to him, including Janet's affair with Grace, a revelation that adds another layer of heartache to his already shattered existence. As Paul's presence continues to haunt Janet's dreams, suspicions of infidelity cast a shadow over their relationship. The intimacy depicted in the dreams of other women fuels Janet's own affair with Grace, a betrayal that further fractures their bond. Matters escalate when the police intervene, leading to Paul's disappearance. Months pass, and the memory of Paul fades from people's dreams. Yet, his legacy lives on through a groundbreaking invention, a device capable of entering and manipulating dreams, inspired by Paul's enigmatic perspective showcased on television. Despite lingering perceptions of Paul as a villain, he embarks on a journey to rebuild his life, searching for a new home as Janet now resides with Chris. Paul's path takes him to Paris for an event, where he yearns for a gesture of affection from Janet, only to be met with indifference. Amidst the glitz and glamour, Paul's image is distorted by shocking stories, as spectators brandish Freddy Krueger gloves, and a book titled "I'm Your Nightmare" emerges, distorting Paul's original vision for his story. Returning home, Paul grapples with the newfound ability to enter dreams, a power that offers a glimmer of hope amidst his shattered reality. In a poignant moment, Paul rescues Janet from a dream inferno, embodying strength and resilience, yet longing for reconciliation with his estranged wife within the confines of their shared dreams. In the crazy realm of dreams, Paul's passive observer role takes a transformative turn as he embraces the opportunity to intervene, striving to rewrite the narrative of his own existence. However, despite his efforts at self-improvement, the weight of negative public perception ultimately eclipses his aspirations, leaving his life in shambles. As the curtains close on the cinematic journey, the deeper significance of Dream Scenario comes into focus. The film's poignant message reverberates long after the credits roll, reminding us of the perils of hollow fame and the importance of staying true to one's values and aspirations. In an age where social media can elevate or destroy reputations in an instant, Dream Scenario serves as a sobering reminder of the fragile nature of success and the dangers of chasing empty accolades. What dreams have you had that blurred the lines between reality and fantasy? Share your most surreal dream in the comments, and let's discuss how our subconscious minds can create entire worlds as vivid and complex as the one in Dream Scenario. If you enjoyed this crazy nightmare of a recap, give us a like, share, and subscribe for more Moonlight recaps. Thanks for watching.